What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Lamar, the hustlepreneur, founder and creator of Seven Figure Dream Multimedia, the Hustle is Life brand, clothing brand, Chasing Seven Figures, a blog, which is what you're experiencing now, and creator of Seven Figure Dream Radio. This video is simply going to be a very, very short one. Just a guide, just to put the people in perspective about how to start a brand, or how to start a movement, or how to start a business, from my perspective. Not from everybody else's, but things that I've learned, things that I've accomplished, things that I went through, that I had to go through, in order to be able to scale a business. So the very, very first one, and all of these are very, very essential. And I think just about any and every business owner, brand owner, anybody that has any type of movement going that's really, really killing it, will pretty much vouch for. So number one, first and foremost, is that do not expect to be an overnight success. As the saying goes, it takes 10 years to make an overnight celebrity. That is true. This is a statement. I mean, this is something that whether, no matter what type of business it is, I don't care what it is that you do for a business or a brand or whatever it is that you do, do not expect to do great right out of the gate. Don't do it. Is it possible that you can? Yes, it very well. And I don't want to doubt it. I don't want to doubt you. But it is possible, but don't expect it, because 9 times out of 10, it's not going to go the way that you're expecting it to go right away. There's things that you got to go through the motions and everything like that, just to be able to learn and grow, as a business owner, as a brand owner, which leads me to number 2. Don't be afraid to take losses. Do not be afraid to take L's. Do not be afraid to take losses. And as I like to say, an L is not a loss unless you don't learn from it. And that is very, very key, ladies and gentlemen. That is very, very much a key. You're gonna take some losses in business. Any business owner on the face of this earth, if they ever told you that they've never taken a loss, they are lying to you. Do not ever trust them. Period. I am in my 3rd year, and I've taken a lot of L's, but at the same time, I love the fact that I took those L's, because I was able to learn from them and then put them, find out what I did, what I messed up, how I can make it better, put it back into the equation, and then, make it all work, make it all better. So don't be afraid, and expect to take some losses. Expect to take the L's, expect the losses. I can't stress it enough. Number 3, you have to realize that when you're stepping out as a business owner, as a brand owner, you now have to step into the world as you have to watch what you do as a business owner, as a brand owner, as an artist, entrepreneur, whatever it is that you do. You have to watch what you do, watch how you post. There's going to be some things that you have to change in order to be able to make sure that people look at you as a professional, and people, other people will want to network with you, and other people will want to work with you, and invest in you. Simple as that. You can't be on Facebook, you can't be on social media, and every single post is something else, is nothing pertaining to your business or brand or music or your shows or whatever have you. You cannot do that. I can't stress it enough. It's okay to go on Facebook and on social media and be yourself, but at the end of the day, you do have to realize that if you are pushing a brand, I want to say about 80 to 90% of those posts should either be something about the brand, or, saying progress. Like when I post a lot of my progress. I post a lot of the things that I do, because there are legit people that follow my journey, and that people are a fan of my journey. They're not so much of a fan of me, but they enjoy watching me grow, watching me develop, and watching me make different moves and things of that nature. And because of how I present myself, they know that I'm serious about it, which leads me to number 4. Show the people that you are serious. Don't goof off. Stay consistent with it. You can't just be on social. Once again, this is going back to number 3. You can't be on social media and they come onto your profile, and every single last one of the posts that they see is some bullshit or bullcrap or whatnot. You have to let people know that you're serious. When I decided that I wanted to build my own brand, I had to change my routines. I had to change the way that I post. I wanted people to see that I'm not playing. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is how I'm gonna do it. You guys are gonna watch me. If you don't want to watch me, unfriend me, unfollow me, whatever it is that you need to do. But from here on out, this is what you're gonna see. You're gonna get some of me, and you're gonna get some of my actual personality and everything. But you're gonna see that I'm focused on my business. All right. So in Tails, I guess you have to you have to flip into the CEO mindset. You have to flip your mind to thinking that it's more now it's just more than now you want to of course grow, make a team, build a company, and what I'm saying, you're going to be responsible for all of that. And the more that you present yourself in a good manner, a good professional manner, the more people are going to take you seriously, the more people are going to want to invest in you. People probably would not have bought into the Hustle is Life brand clothing. They probably wouldn't have never bought any of the clothing if they just seen me post about it every once a month. Instead I'm pushing it down their throats every day, every other day. Every day there's something about the clothing brand, whether it's an update, or whether it's whether it's a new design, or whether something that I'm getting ready to do as part of my press announcements. There's something. What I'm saying, but they got it on a consistent basis. I wasn't inconsistent with it, even while I'm sick. Even at my busiest times, I find ways. There's different apps where I schedule posts. If I'm not able to make it to my phone or make it to post, if I'm on a call or doing something else, I legit have apps that can post for me and things of that nature, so I can keep up with that consistency. And that's key. That consistency is key. What I'm saying? Number 5, don't be afraid to network with other people that are doing the same thing as you. I tell you this, my biggest journey right now is my clothing brand. And a big part of how I've learned a big part of how I learned and how I've been able to grow is, of course, my own research. I'm a content junkie. I take in a lot of content, up every day and night, late nights, early mornings, taking in content, doing research, up on Google, reading Forbes magazine, Entrepreneur magazine, things of that nature. But I've also reached out to other people that do some of the same things I do. And you'd be surprised to find out that a lot of them are willing to give you information and guide you along, because they have it in their mind that they want to see you successful too. A lot of us in the entrepreneur world, we don't mind giving back. We don't mind giving out the gems and everything like that. In some cases it may cost you, and some things that we will give out for free. But at the end of the day, you'll find that it's a different realm. You'll find that a lot of people, they won't hold back. A lot of them won't. Oh yeah, congratulations. Da, 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 da. I've almost every single person that I've talked to and networked with on that aspect has given me information on with just an overflow of information. I got notebooks full. I mean literally notebooks full of information from my own research, from other entrepreneurs, from other clothing brands, other DJs, things of that nature. So don't be afraid to network. And I even share some of those people's things, other people's clothing lines, radio shows, other graphic designers and things of that nature. We bounce off each other. I have a pretty good network of people. And you never know. I've been able to get work from other entrepreneurs because they weren't able to take care of it for whatever the reason was. So you never know. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to think that oh, I don't want to talk to him because he's doing what I'm doing. You look at him as competition. If you're doing your own thing, you're really focused on your craft. Nobody is your competition but yourself. So that's pretty much so. And then like I said, just don't be afraid to do extra research. Don't be afraid to use the internet. The internet is a blessing. The internet, Google, different entrepreneur business magazines, things of that nature, motivational speakers. Take in that content. Trust me, take in that content. You definitely want to do it. It will definitely help you change your mind, switch up your mindset in order for you to be able to perform better. And my last tip, my very, very last tip, is that if you are going to start a brand or business or do something where it's along the masses, whether becoming an artist or a model or entrepreneur, whatever it is that you do, make sure that whatever it is that you do, you find your niche and you do what you like to do. Don't just jump on something because you see it trending, just because you see it moving and grooving, because you may not have a desire for that for real. And if you don't have a desire for it for real, you're not going to put your all into it. And when it doesn't go well, you're going to feel like shit afterwards. So find something that you genuinely like. You know what I'm saying? For example, with my radio show, I love music. I was an artist myself, but I love talking to people and I love connecting to people. So me wanting to come up with a radio podcast for independent artists was a no-brainer for me. I enjoyed it. I took a bunch of things that I like to combine it together into one. Graphic design. I love to design. I like to be creative. I like to create content. So, I've turned that into a stream of income as well. My clothing line. I like to dress good. I like to look good, like to coordinate, but I also like to empower people as well too. So what if I can make good stylish clothing that I can empower people, empower men, empower women, empower entrepreneurs, empower people in general, motivate people. So it all fits. Once again, I took a bunch of things that I like and I combined them into one thing and jammed it together, and there it is. So whatever it is that you do, please make sure that you actually have a passion for it. You actually like it. That way you're able to give it your all. And because you are going to take some L's, I don't care who you are, how much you think you know. Even myself, to this day, even 3 years in, I take L's regularly, but I learn from them. Because you're going to take an L, if you genuinely like it, you're going to learn from that L, which is at that point, it's not going to make it a loss. It's a lesson. Okay. So make sure it's something that you actually want to do. Make sure it's something that you actually want to do, that you have a passion for. And that way you're able to give it your all. And trust me, if you find something that you're passionate about and doing it versus just doing it because you see other people doing it and that you think it's going to take off, there's a total momentum shift. If you like it, you're going to give it your all. But when you fail, you're going to do what you can to try to rebound that and fix it so that you're not going to fail again, or you're not going to fail at that L again. If it's something that you don't like to do, that you have no passion for, once you start taking those L's and things aren't moving how they're supposed to be doing and things of that nature, you're going to feel like shit. You're going to drive yourself. You're going to depress yourself. You're going to feel like shit. And it's going to be a total waste of time. And time is definitely something that's not on anybody's side whatsoever. So make sure you have a passion for it. So that's the tips that I got for y'all. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these. So make sure you watch, subscribe to all of my social media. You'll be able to see it in the description of this video. And we'll catch y'all the next time around. Let's hustle.